Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video. Let's try this again. This will be engine swap number 2 for my 86K20. So, a few months back, someone suggested I take off my right valve cover and check out my valves because they noticed I had more smoke coming out of either the right exhaust. And then they suggested I check it out. Just take the cover off, check my valves, check the rocker arms. I had planned on doing that when it got warmer outside because it was just too cold for me to work on the engine at the time. And some time went by, the truck still was handling fine. I had a few issues pop up here and there, but nothing serious. Well, I was driving to Manning to go visit my grandparents. That same week, my grandfather, he passed away. That Sunday, I heard this sound, and it just happened while I just got into Clarendon County. I thought I threw a rod. I checked the oil pan, see if a rod shot through the oil pan. But the truck still able to start up. It just, had that sound, and so I couldn't figure out what it was at the time. I said, well, I just hope I can get, hope and pray I can get, to the house in time. And so I was able to make it to my grandparents' house. When I was the next day, instead of driving to Columbia to go to work, I decided let's see if I can take the truck to a shop that I passed by. And the sound, it got worse. But when it first started, I was only able to go about 40 miles an hour. I tried to keep around 35. And then the sound just got far worse. What I think happened was, I think I dropped the valve that Sunday, and the valve being steel and the piston being aluminum, it was just banging the hell out of that piston. And then finally, I think it cracked the piston, dropped a bunch of debris into the sump, jammed up my crankshaft, and then the engine just locked up and died right there. I was on the road. So I got in the neutral, pulled over, and had to get a tow truck to come pick the truck up. The shop I actually broke down in front of the shop I was going to. And then it turns out the guy was working on diesels. So I went to a dealership in Manning. They suggested I take the truck to a shop in Sumter that works on diesel engines. I said, all right, well, I'll have the truck towed there. While we had the truck towed there, my brother-in-law decided we decided to get something to eat. I decided, I'll check eBay to see what kind of, to see if anyone in town is selling, another motor like the one I had. And I came across this engine for $950 in Lancaster County, South Carolina. And I said, well, ain't that funny? The same day my motor broke down and died, well, it came across this one. It came out of it's come out of a Chevy that belonged to a fire department. They had, like I said before, they use CUCVs in their fleet. And, well, the guy I bought it from asked him, why did they sell the truck if the motor still ran? Because because the pictures he had online, there was no body. He said that they got rid of it because a tree fell on the bed. And I figured, well, they probably needed an excuse to switch to a truck that had air conditioning. But, who am I to complain? I decided to drive up here to Lancaster County, where I'm at right now, and, well, I got the motor. He said it ran when he bought it, and it was about a year and a half ago. And so, we're taking this back to a friend who works on trucks, and I have the truck towed from Sumter to his place in Elgin, God willing, and we're gonna be pulling my old motor out myself and putting this one in. So that's what my truck is right now. I've been driving, for the time being, I've been driving my grandparents' Buick. But a good thing, a silver lining in all this. The same day the truck broke down, I was able to spend that one final day with my grandfather before he passed away that following Friday, and he really appreciated it. You know, one thing he's always wanted me to have. You know, he always wanted always when I asked about the truck. You know, how's the truck doing? Because he knew, because he was into his cars. You know, he was into his truck as well, and he knew how important it was to me that I have something of my own, having running well. It also would enable me to drive and make the trips, between Columbia and Manning. So. This is it. This will be a third motor I'll be working with. But like I said, same day the second motor died. Well, this one failed. This one, I came across this one online, and I'm very thankful for that. I guess now we'll see what kind of life I can get out of this motor. But I hope you guys like this video. Please share your thoughts. Please comment, subscribe, give a thumbs up. I hope you guys. I'll follow videos on the progress of this project. Hopefully, next video I'll show you guys will be of the engine running in the truck. But until then, I'll keep you guys posted as to how things are going. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I'll see what I can do to address them. But this is my video. This will be just giving this another go. This will be a second attempt at doing an engine swap. This will be the third motor for my 86K20. I'm Edward Jones, and you guys take care.